Hello everyone, my name is Chris, the Farming Simmer, and today we're on a Farming Simulator 19 on Felsbrunn, the European or German map that comes standard with the FS19 game. So as you can see, I have an all-Fent garage on here, like sort of what I had on FS17 with the Valley Old Farm. So today we're going to be cultivating field 21, which is a recently harvested soybean field that we're going to be planting corn on. So as you know, the seeders for corn and sunflowers and stuff like that need cultivation first, so they don't directly seed. So we're going to have to cultivate it and then start planting. So I was going to use the MT tractor for this, but it looks like we're going to have enough horsepower with the 1050 to pull the cultivator we have. So this cultivator that we'll be using in the video is actually the largest cultivator that you can get in the game. It is the Flexi Coil ST820, which was part of the Big Bud DLC in FS17, but it comes standard with the game in FS19, so it's a working width of 24 meters, but you're going to need a pretty powerful tractor to pull it, at least something with 368 kilowatts or 500 horsepower rating. So we'll unfold it here, and we'll get started. I know a cultivator like this might not be too practical for fields that aren't really huge, but it just makes work a lot quicker and more efficient, so and keep our heading straight over here. We'll go down the hill. It's easier to go downhill with one of these because it doesn't really affect the speed that much. The working speed for it is about 8 miles an hour, so it's pretty good speed to start cultivating. About the same for each cultivator in the game. So go over the end and turn it around to do another row. The only bad thing about this cultivator, it's a bit hard to maneuver, especially when you're turning around. It's easier usually to do a wide turn with it, because that's the only way. As you can see, I have the steering wheel all the way to one direction, but it's still not turning in the full radius that it should be. So when you're using this cultivator specifically, try to, if you can, do a wide angle turn, but if you can't, you just got to do a couple of more maneuvers than you usually would. So they have other cultivators in the game. The next size down from this is the Bednar Swifter SM18000. It actually requires the same amount of horsepower, but it's about 6 meters shorter. So if you're going to get a large cultivator, you're better off going with this. And then if you don't really, or if you can't afford a very powerful tractor and you want a good cultivator, next best thing that I would suggest would be the Lemken Gigant. I hope I'm saying that right. The Lemken Gigant 10 has about a 12-meter working range, and you need a horsepower rating of 221 kilowatts or 300 horsepower. So, pretty decent cultivator with less power. And the price tag for that is $78,000. So. And plus that is more affordable than our FlexiCoil here, which is priced at $186,000. So if you're trying to, you know, get a good cultivator without breaking the bank, I would go with the Lemken or something smaller. if you really are hard on cash, but I was actually surprised and a little bit upset, to be honest, that they got rid of the Kokerling All-Rounder. It was the next size up, the largest cultivator you could get in FS17. It was about a 14.5 meter working range. So, I mean, to my knowledge, they don't have it in the game, but you know, I hope that they bring it back. That was probably one of my favorite cultivators. So the Fendt 1050 Vario is actually one of my favorite tractors in the game. As you probably all know, if not, my favorite tractors are the New Holland T8, the John Deere 6R and 8R, but the Fendt 1050 also, I like it a lot. I started using it in FS17 when they came out with the mod for it. Unfortunately, the largest Fendt tractor they had in the game at that time was the Fendt 900 Vario. So when they came out with the mod, I was actually pretty happy, and I started using it. So it holds a bit of a special place in my heart. So just put on the radio here. Everyone who's subscribed to my channel, if you want to go take a look at some of the radio station playlists that I have from the game. So far I have the pop radio, country radio, and rock radio, with the electro radio and 70s radio in the works. So I'll put the link for that down in the description below. It's actually ironic. In real life, I listen to classic rock and country, but like the radio station that I most listen to in FS19 is the pop radio station. And I do listen to a bit of like alternative and pop, but the radio station here, they did a really good job of compiling all the music. See if we could get this whole thing in one go. I don't think we're gonna be able to, but yeah, just misses it. Alright, that's fine. We'll just back up and just grab half of it. Give ourselves a little more leeway. So it only took us about 10 minutes to cultivate this entire field with the 24 meter cultivator. So it's pretty efficient. If you had another one that was about half the size, of course it would take you double the time. But like I said, it's a very efficient and good cultivator to get. So if you got some money to spend and you want to make your farming more efficient, this is probably the perfect thing to buy. We'll have this little strip at the end right here. Probably could have gotten the whole thing, but my luck, there would be like a one little tiny strip at the end, so. Alright, so we'll just go here, get our Dudes Far 9340 TTV tractor. So we'll hire a worker for this. We'll go get our planter. So in Farming Simulator, the planters, which are pretty much the seeding machines that you seed corn and sunflowers, soybeans. I believe it's also sugar beet and also cotton you use these for. So unlike the rest of the seeders in the game that have direct seeding capabilities, most of the planters do not, so you need to cultivate the field that you're going to use it on beforehand. Fortunately, this Weiterstat, or I believe that's how you pronounce it, is one of the largest planters that you can get in the game. Not seeder, planter, so like I said, the ones that you could plant corn and everything with. I really wish and hope that they would probably come out with a DLC or something that would add wider planters. So we're at a bit of a crawl here up this hill. Whatever tractor you use, no matter how powerful it's going to be, you're probably only going to go a little slower when you're going uphill. This cultivator requires a lot of horsepower, but it's still the same story with every tractor you use. If you're using it uphill, you're going to go slower. Working speed for this cultivator is about 8 miles an hour, so... And that should be the same across the board for all the cultivators in the game. Alright, so we're just finishing up this field here. Keep the video going a little longer. We'll check some other things on the farm. We'll fold this up, store it back. Even though this cultivator is 24 meters, when it does fold up all the way, it's very easy to store, so... I don't think you'll be able to fit it in one of the sheds, but if you just store it like outside, you'll be fine. So you know what, we'll clear this grass right over here. I don't really like parking it in the grass, but we'll just erase it a little bit, make a nice little spot for it. We'll go park this tractor back. Give it a little bit of a rest. Ah, my favorite song in the game. So, as you can see here, this is just the soybeans that we harvested from the previous field that we cultivated. So we'll just put those in the silo. Park it. And this was actually the trailer that I was talking about in the previous video. So, the two compartments. It's easier just to haul stuff around. Bring it to if you want to take two types of crop to selling points. That's the ideal trailer to use. The Wilson. If anyone knows that movie reference, please comment down below, please. give a shout out on Instagram, whoever could get that. So actually, you know what, let's clean up our cow paddock over here. Get rid of this grass. Make it a little more easier for us to see and work around over here. Don't want to clear too much of it, just in the working area we have. Unfortunately, when I put the cow paddock right in this field, as you can see, it sort of went up on a cliff, so I had to do a little bit of work to try and even this out. So maybe try to smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, if you're trying to put like a building or animal pen, it's best to try and do it on a flat surface, you know, flattest surface that you can find. That's the best one to do it with. But if you can't, if you have to do it on an incline, just try to flatten it out a little bit, making it easier for yourself. So yeah, the landscaping mode will help you, but you're gonna need a lot of cash for it. That's all I'm gonna say. When you have to raise and lower the ground, it costs a lot more than just, you know, flattening it and evening it out. So we'll just clean up the paddock right over here, put the lights on so we can see a little easier. I'm glad that they actually patched something in this game. In FS17, the cow paddock, when used to make TMR, the silage from the TMR actually used to count towards the silage in the pen, and now it's completely separate, so I'm glad they patched that up. Alright, so we'll park it here. I'm gonna end the video here, guys. So that's our video. We'll let that guy finish his work. And if anyone has any suggestions for the next video, just drop that in the comments section below. And as always, drop a like and subscribe for more awesome FS19 content. Goodbye, guys.